So I just turned 29, and you see a lot of these YouTube videos that has these titles like I'm 40, uh, if you're 20, listen to this or watch this video, or I'm 50, here's what I wished I told my 20-year-old self. So I wanted to do a bit of an inverse of that. Um, Actually, I have no idea what I'm gonna talk about, but what I wanted to do was something like I'm 29. Here is something I would tell my 40-year-old self or 50-year-old, or maybe it could be things I wish for or hope I don't forget or hope I have. And it would be quite an interesting video to watch back when I'm, let's say, 40 or 50. So yeah, it's an interesting question. What would I wish have told my 40-year-old self as my 29-year-old self right now? I guess in terms of the more surface level things, right? Of course, I wish to have a family and kids and raise those well. But I think, um, well, let's do that again. And of course, on like surface level areas, I wish, having a family, a great family, wife, kids, a great social network, great job or work or business and friends and things like that. But I think on like a deeper level, what do I wish for my 40-year-old self? Well, I think at least for now, I am in the process of understanding myself a lot more than I did before, right? And I'm on that path. And I feel like it's kind of crazy. Like I'm 29, but I feel like I'm just almost just scratching the surface of understanding myself. Um, so what I do wish for my 40-year-old self is that I stay on that path and just understanding myself more and more and becoming more and more authentic to the world and myself. And I don't know how long that's gonna take, you know. Maybe I'm like fully authentic when I'm 40, I don't know. But at least I hope I will still be on that path of understanding myself more and more. And I'm trying to think of like other things, but I feel like this is like the core that just makes everything take it makes it such that everything takes care of itself, you know? Like having a family and kids or building a great business or career. I feel like all of that is just symptoms of understanding yourself better. When you understand yourself better, your when you understand your limiting beliefs, your emotions, your trauma, your patterns, and you actually do the work to heal and integrate those, I feel like everything else just kind of becomes a byproduct of that, right? Like you being your authentic self, right? Let's let's break it down in like business, career, and relationships, right? Me being fully authentic in, let's say, my business or work will make me a better worker, you can say. If I'm fully authentic, I will follow my authentic interests and desires. And those interests and desires, since it's so authentic to me, it will be hard for someone else to compete, right? Because if they try to compete in that same interest or desire and they don't do it and it's not authentic to them, right? So they have to like use discipline and stuff and push. Whereas for me, it's just pure interest. Like it requires no discipline almost. I almost have to use discipline to not to do too much, right? So I feel like in that sense, me finding that interest or becoming an expert in certain topics or fields, or you could also say like finding a gap in the market would kind of be a byproduct of me authentically following my interest. Because the reason, or it's very likely that what I find very interesting authentically is something that is not out there yet, or something that people haven't dug deep enough, right? Which is why I find it so interesting. And just to connect it like really clearly, right? When you do find that gap or become that expert, right? This is when people come to you and people choose you over others. And that is how, business wise, it kind of takes care of itself. And I think even career wise, just in like a normal 9 to 5, similar things would happen, right? Like you being more authentic will help you with the unique insights for whatever projects, or maybe you will initiate certain projects, or maybe you show up as your authentic self and it turns out that the work or the job or the company you're in actually don't align with you, your authentic self. So as a consequence, like they fire you or you have to quit, right? But I think even that is a positive thing, because then you found out that that company wasn't fully aligned with you, and now you have the opportunity to attract or go after other companies that will that will love you for you being your authentic self. And you being your authentic self in that company is actually super valuable for them, and they appreciate you. So that's like the business career wise. And I think it's similar when it comes to relationship, right? Like when you're not being your authentic self, like when you go throughout your day and week, right? And you're not being your authentic self, or when you casually meet other people and you have a slight mask on, like they will never see you, right? And even if they do like you and connect with you, they're not really connecting with you. They're connecting with that mask, right? So even if you perform or put on a mask slightly to make them like you more or approve you, even if you quote unquote succeed, right? And get a good friend or a girlfriend or a boyfriend, like I cannot see how it will last, because your authentic self will eventually leak out. And now the person is like, oh shit, I didn't know this person. I thought I thought I knew this person, right? And that's romantically, and it just even for your friends and family, if you're not authentic fully with them, then you will just build a slight resentment inside you. And how are you gonna have like healthy and loving and vibrant family and friends, like family relationships or relationships with friends? So I guess that's what I would tell my 40-year-old self, which is a bit funny. I thought I was, when I said I didn't know what I was going to talk about in this video, and I tried to structure it as, okay, what would I tell my 40-year-old self? I thought it would be like a long list of things, but honestly, I feel like just focusing on the authenticity part, it's like the one thing that will make everything take care of itself. And I discussed a bit like externally, like results, like getting this and getting that, right? But internally also, that will also be the thing that would make me feel the most good, right? So yeah, I guess that's the thing. That's the one thing I will tell. Turned out a bit different. Didn't expect much, but nonetheless, I think it was a nice topic to reflect on. If you're Yeah, I have no idea how old the viewers that will watch this video is, but if you're 40 or 50, it would be interesting to hear your thoughts. And if you're the same age as me, that it will be interesting to hear those thoughts too. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Bye.